Hi everyone, let me introduce to you about the software. Okay, today I'm gonna teach you on how to use the Gotechup version 2 software. Okay, the software that a simulation for the programming using the Artec robot. Right. As for now, this software have two languages. Okay, we are using the English or Malay, so you can use which language that you prefer. Alright, this one, what you need to do is, the first one is you need to enter the username and the password, and then you need to get logged into the software. Alright, so insert your username and password and then log in. Let's start. Okay, once you successfully log into the software and you can see there is a one map for you, alright, or the lesson for you to try, and then you can click, and this will appear, and the loading page asks you to press the spacebar to continue. So press the spacebar to continue, and then you will see this interface. Alright, this is the user interface for the Gotechup user. You can see the welcoming message once you get into this. So we would like to welcome you for using the Gotechup innovation platform that uses Artec Robo to get a robotic learning experience through the simulation. So let's get started. Right? You need to click next, and this will appear. Okay, this is actually the instruction, the mission instruction for you in order to complete to this level or to this mission. Okay, just a short brief of what you need to do in this lesson. Okay, so as you can see, this is our model, or a ducky model for the Artec robot. Let's go. Okay, this is, we call it as the programming canvas. Okay, this space we use to write all the programming in order for you to move your robot. Okay, the programming space using blocks. You need to drag and drop your block code to program the robot. Okay, here, this is the place for you to write your programming. Next, the programming canvas, you can resize your programming canvas. Okay, let's see here. If you want to minimize your programming canvas, you just need to click here and drag to the left. If you want to maximize your programming canvas, click and drag. Okay, this is what we mean by the resize of your programming canvas. Okay, next, let's see. Okay, this is the simulation area. The simulation area where you can see the Artec robot moving to show or to prove that whether your programming result is working or not. Okay, this is the simulation area. You can see your robot moving, the landscape. Okay, this is the simulation area. Next will be the map description. As you can see on the right, the top and the right from your screen, there will be a map with the top view. Right, this is the top view of your map. So you can see the whole map. Okay, this is from the top view, and this is for the 3D view. Okay, next will be this one, score and the time taken. As you can see here, this is the time taken. One you start and the time will run, and 0 means that here will be your score. Once you collect this one we call it the energy portion. Your mission is to collect all this energy portion and get into this portal, this one, right? This is the mission objective here. collect all the energy portion and enter the portal to go to the next stage. This is the energy portion that the objective mentioned just now. This is the portal for you to go to the next level. So once you collect the energy portion, and you will get marks and it will appear here. Alright, so next will be the IR photo reflector distance. Okay, IR, you can see the reading of the IR sensor here. Okay, means that it is measured in distance, right? The distance will change according to the object that placed in front of the sensor. Alright, the gyro sensor reading, okay, it is also equipped with your Artec Robo, and here you can see the reading here of the gyroscope reading. Okay, so for the IR, for the gyro, there's a reading here. So once you do the programming and your programming is related to these two, and then you can include the value. Alright, how to minimize the status? Just now you click here, and you click here, and then you can minimize the status tab just by clicking the main tab. This one and this one. So here it goes. Alright, minimize your status tab. Alright, next is the block palette. As you can see on your left side, there is a three color here, a blue, yellow and orange. We call it as a block palette. Okay, this block palette have a different functions, and you know it is depending on your programming. Okay, each programming block is under its respective category according to the color represented by the palette block, which can be a motion. Okay, these three, the blue one is the motion block, the event is this one, the start program block, and this one, the control block, will be the orange color, which is the wait block. Right, next let's see. Okay, how can you put all these blocks inside the programming canvas? You need to drag and drop. Okay, drag and drop means that you need to click which blocks that you want to use and then drag into the programming canvas. Remember, this is the programming canvas that I introduced to you just now. Alright, always make sure to start your program with the above block. Okay, please click and drag the block into the canvas programming area. You can find the block under the event block palette. Okay, every time you want to start your programming, don't ever forget about this block. Okay, the first block will be this one, the event block, which is the start program. Okay, how to put this block into this is you need to click the block and drag. Click and drag. Don't release your right click mouse. Okay, you need to click and drag, and it is already inside your programming area. The next is, okay, this is the Artec Robo motorcycle model in this Gotechup version. Right, this robot uses 2 DC motors. It is also equipped with an LED. As you can see, one on the left, one on the right. So your robot will have 2 DC motors. So how to know the DC motors, which one is the left and which one is the right? Okay, let's go. As you can see here on your at the top of your view, okay, on your right, it is already mentioned which DC motors refers to which side. Either it is in the left, on the left side, or on the right side. Okay, here it stated that the left motor will be the M2. It is already coded with the M2. For the right motor, we will use a code of the M1. Okay, so here, how to move your robot? You have 2 DC motors, and now you want to move your robot. Okay, Artec Robo move using 2 DC motors connected to the wheels. M1 and M2 power 100 represent the movement of the left and the right wheels respectively. Make sure to use these blocks to move the robot. Okay, now from the block palette, the motion block palette, the blue one, this one, okay, the DC motor power must be placed at the bottom of the start program. Once you do the start program block, and then you need to drag, click and drag this DC motor setting. Alright, since you have two DC motors, so you need to drag, click and drag for the second time. Okay, and make sure when you want to place the block, and make sure that there is a black shadow here, and then you release your block, and then it will connect it to each other. What happens if you are not connected? Like I say just now that you need to have a black shadow, and then it is already connected. What happens if like this? It means that it is not connected. So it is really important for you to place your block, okay, and make sure that there is a block shadow here, and then you put it together. Alright, these two you need to set for the left and the right motor. M1 just now will be the right motor. M1 is the right motor, so M2 will be the left motor. M2. Okay, let this number just remain 100, and after that we will know what is the 100. Alright, drag both blocks as shown above and attach them. Make sure all blocks is connected. Okay, like I said just now, make sure that there is a black shadow here, and it is already connected like this. Okay, then alright, the 100 is the power. The 100 is the power for your motor. Okay, the maximum power for your R-Type motor is the 100 power, and the minimum is 0 power. So if you want to move your robot faster, you can set with the maximum speed, which is 100. If you want to make it slower, you can reduce the number. It's up to you. If you want to make it 50 or 70, it's still okay, right? And the lowest speed is 0. Right, this is the new block that I will show to you. The above blocks are used to set the robot direction. CW here means that clockwise, a clock direction of your motor. The DC motor 1 and M2 at clockwise represent the movement of the left and the right wheels direction. Okay, what you need to do is you need to click and drag, okay, and put it here. See the black shadow, and release. You need to click another one since we have two DC motors, which is M1 and M2. Right? Don't forget to change the setting. As you can see, this one CW means that clockwise or clock direction, means that your robot is moving forward, moving to the front. So both motor will moving to the front. Okay, with 100 power. Next will be to make the robot move forward. The movement of both wheels needs to be programmed. Drag and block. Drag the blocks above and connect with the previous block. Make sure all blocks are attached. This is how you need to do, right? You need to connect the start program block. You need to connect the DC motors with speed block, and then you need to connect the direction of your motor block. Alright. Next, let's see. Alright. How far or how long that you want your robot to move is depending on this block, which is the control block, or we call it as the wait block. Is for you to set how long that your robot will move, or how far your robot will move. Right? Wait 1 second. S means second. Wait 1 second means that your robot will move forward for 1 second. You can find this block into the control icon. Alright, So you can change the number of second here. Okay, let's say that you want to move your robot far, you need to add the number. Okay, use the large number. Let's say that you want to put 3 seconds so that your robot will move forward for the 3 seconds. Drag the blocks above and connect with the previous block. You can change the value in the block. Okay, how to change the value? You need to put your cursor after the number and then backspace, just replace the number. Or the other way is you need to double click the number until it becomes the blue color. Okay, then you just enter your number. Next, setting the robot movement. Alright, when you start to move your robot, you need to stop your robot, right? So this is the block that you can use in order for you to stop your robot. So click and drag and put this block under the width block. Right. Same goes to these two. Once you brake for the right motor, you need to brake to the other motor, the other side of the motor. So M2. So M1, M2 will brake, or the other words is to stop your robot. Okay, off means that you stop your robot. So your robot will move forward 100 power for 3 seconds and then it will brake or stop. Okay. So time setting for robot movement. Okay, make sure you set wheels brake for M1 and M2. Drag the blocks above and connect with the previous block like this. Okay, make sure that all blocks are connected to each other. Reminder, if stop block is not used, Untitled Robo wheels will remain moved. So this is important, okay, for you to put or to insert the stop block, okay, because if you not put this block and your robot will remain to move. Alright, then you just complete your program. Okay, as you can see here, this icon is for you to zoom in your programming canvas here. Let's try. This one is zoom in and this one is zoom out. Right. Okay, this one is the button for you to run the simulation, to run your programming and check whether it is correct or not. Here is the click or play button, and this one is for the pause or the stop button, and this one is for the reset button. Reset button means that if you want to place your robot to the original state, I mean the starting point, and then you can click here. Right? Okay, let's see whether it is work or not. Right? Okay, click. Remember your mission here. You need to collect all the energy portion and enter the portal to go to the next step, to the next stage. Alright, sorry. At this one, you need to collect all this energy portion and get into this portal in order for you to go to the next level. Alright, next, see. Alright, it seems like your program just now is just nice. Okay, it is correct, and just complete all the missions and you get score for the highest mark, which is 100. Right. There is then you can choose whether you want to go to the next level or you can retry. Okay, there is some parts that I want to show to you, which is this one, the home icon. The home icon is the icon. This icon returns you to the main menu. Alright, and this one, the robot setting. Okay, the robot setting. This one is the remote button. Okay, you use the remote joystick. Okay, sometimes that you will program your robot using this. And this one, on or off grid, as you can see. Okay, this one is the skip tutorial if you want to skip. Okay, this one is on or off grid. Okay, just now I off the grid, I on the grid. This one, the grid of your landscape. This one. Okay, okay. And this one, this switch view. Okay, this is the view from the top. Alright, you can change to this view. This one is the 3D view. Okay, you can change whether you want the top view or 3D view. Okay, how to move like this? You need to click on your right mouse and just drag, and it can move like this. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much.